first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Gunners and the Detroit Lions. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down. Dawson. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my cover. Oh, he just snuck out there and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Dawson. Looking left sideline. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Dawson flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
Now he's strapped. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. 40 away. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to flip right out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
39-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Lots of a yard. It's 3rd down. 3rd and less than a yard.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Gain of 9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Number 14.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Touchdown, Houston. K.J. Hamler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And a few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
He's going to launch this thing. Wait up. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw. Dawson. The throw taken in by Sims. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Lions nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Dawson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They try and run forward here with Brown. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, McKee. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On play action, it's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Wentz.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's by Jeff Okuda. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Wentz going to throw. Henry's going to offside. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now the rookie's free. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And his guys have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On the play. First down, Houston.
Wentz now on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Wentz steps away to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
From the gun, Dawson. And he's got his man in the end zone. And now a fumble. The ball's out. See, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
On the default. It leads to second and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Throwing again. Dawson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by Owens. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On second down, McKee, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Dawson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
3rd down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Gain of 11 on the play.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McKee. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee. The ball comes loose. that time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Wentz. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
17 yards. First down, Houston.
They'll run on first down. McKee. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
His kick.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Lions 24. Gunners 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll fire this deep for... That's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for Detroit. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Powerful running. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 30.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
Gunners 21.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Wentz. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
The kick
and he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Gunners 28. Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
At the 44-yard line.
Forced out to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, man, open down the middle of the field, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete to number 14.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw on second down. Dawson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown! Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
For the point after.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
42.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 3rd down, Dawson. Almost intercepted it. Just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He sets to fire deep. Those passes intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback
on once is intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys?
Right now.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Back to the air on 2nd down. Dawson, he's going to let it fly. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
And this is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They're going to try and run. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
49. Lions.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on 1st down, Dawson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the gun, Dawson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Operating from the gun, Dawson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.